So it got me thinking about culture, about society, about the way people act, about larger scale things, tactical things. It got me thinking about things in ways that I couldn't have expected. And so I do that a lot when I go on these urban explorations, where I'll visit like the loneliest plant in the world, the loneliest tree in the world. The NPR named it that. Also in Pennsylvania, in the botanical gardens there's a tree there that was discovered, I think, in the late 1800s or the early 1900s. Someone discovered it, and an explorer, and they brought it back, and they discovered it was the male version of the species, whatever that means for a tree, and that they've looked forever and they've never been able to discover a female. So the tree, that's why they call it the loneliest tree ever, that they found other examples of this tree, but they've all been male. And so they've grown other versions of this tree by grafting other trees that are like it together. But to be looking at this tree and saying it's the only one that will ever be of its species, because, and it gets me thinking about horticulture. It gets me thinking about a world of things, right? We're here, we're supposed to be talking about associations, but are we talking about associations based on what it is I just said? Save me, Seth. How was I talking about associations? Right, throw me a lifeline about this. We've been talking about novelty. Go ahead.
That's right. We're talking about leading and what it means to be a leader of an association. As we look forward into the future, there's so much uncertainty. There's the pandemic. There's rebuilding the economy. There's so many variables that are in play right now that it's really challenging to chart the future out just 3 years ahead, just X+3, just see what's out there and ask the question, what star do we fix on so that when we go forward, we're actually building our organization, creating value for our members, doing what associations do. How do we do that? And we talked about intentionally exploring and looking for novelty, heading out into the world so that we get stimulated by all of these other things, including underground fires and lonely trees and all of the associations that brings along with it. So we're actually associating about associations.